Hello, everybody. Welcome to the lower bracket finals. I am Drecky Ormer, and I will be commentating with Sigma over here.
Hello. I'm that one YouTuber trivia show guy, and I'm currently the main host for the tournament. And I'm here with Drecky, yeah. We will be spinning the wheel and make sure that is done.
A wheel of Slugcat possibilities. Who will we end up with? Artie? Oh, please, I called it. No.
Nope,
No,
it's
go on,
Gourmands.
no! Why do you troll me so, Wheel?
Oh, I do not want another Gourmand game, I'll be completely honest with you. I hope that
We'll
this
see
is
if either of the teams pull a ban. I don't know how much Ice wants to deal with it again.
I feel like if it landed on Artie,
certainly
it would have been vetoed anyway, so we'll see.
I don't know. I feel like Artie has a lot going for it. Carrying the bodies lets you go very far. Even at the very beginning of the game, you're not as limited by karma gates as other characters, which makes region traversal much better.
But looks like we will be getting a veto for Gourmand.
All right, so no Gourmand, so that means another shot at Artie.
Another shot at Artie.
Eh?
Vanilla boy.
All right. Well, it is a delicious flavor. We'll see if anyone wants to veto to maybe get a spicier Scug.
I can't imagine
maybe
the
trying.
ice and the ice cream will veto.
It is their flavor. Did
Looks
both
like-
teams veto the Gourmand or only
No,
one team?
only Blue Jay and Hollow have vetoed.
Okay.
Okay, looks like we will be playing the. I'll be now setting up the lobby.
All right.
Create.
Teams have accepted their assignment. We are going to go to the board creation phase.
And here we are with the players on the ice cream side. We have Ice, a known Rainworld speedrunner, the host of the other bingo tournament that is happening and otherwise creates some speedrun guides. And Vanilla, that they make mod showcases and they're a Rainworld YouTuber of that. Blue Jay, Rainworld on the Gaslighter side, Blue Jay. Blue Jay is a Rainworld YouTuber that is mostly known for their ambient style videos, and Hollow is also a Rainworld YouTuber with the more comedic side of things.
And it seems like Gaslighters squeezing in a bit of last-minute practice before joining the board. Hollow with an absolute menagerie of shenanigans, and then Blue Jay doing a bit of movement practice. But I think they'll be joining the board shortly. As always, the randomly generated board needs some massaging, so we're going to go through that in this forced portion before we begin the game. Let's see, what do we have? Scavenger trade between merchants, one that's been notorious for tripping people up, both with giving undesirable items as well as general detection issues sometimes.
The scavenger merchants
a lot
have
of
always
echoes on
been
this board.
quite unreliable. Yeah. Let's see. The transporter eke through 4 gates will have to be rerolled. Noodle flight is...
I mean, I don't know about 4 gates. I could see it being pretty spicy through a gate.
They only exist in Outer Expanse. I'm pretty sure.
Let's see.
Because it's
Oh yeah, they
survival.
only exist in Outer Expanse. Let me see. So if you grab the first available yeek in the ruins, and then you backtrack. Let's see. Through there, down, down, and then you just go right and up. Yeah, I think you could take it now. So I'm looking as if you'd take the yeek through the reenacting the Survivor intro cutscene and jump down OE Cave, which puts you into outskirts.
I think it just
but I don't know if
evaporates
the yeek comes with you.
I think it evaporates the yeek, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeeks are like cotton candy then, and they just sort of
Dissolve
cease to
in
exist
water?
in water.
No.
That's why they don't. You know what? That's why yeeks don't exist over in the normal maps because of the rain. It dissolves all the yeeks.
That is cursed. Transport a yeek to pipe here is also very interesting.
Oh, that would be even awful. That would also be awful. We also have a lot of echoes on this board. Always nice to see karmas on it, just so it gets them to spawn. Certainly a big fan of having that bit of safety net. I feel like it helps prevent some people getting into a bit of a death spiral and having to burn the passage just for karma, which is always really rough because you can't get any more passages than your starter one.
I am. Sir, do you know where the slug pup unlock is?
The slup unlock?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's the one after, yeah, slug NPC unlock. That's you have to jump down the pit in Outer Expanse to get to the. It's the one over there.
That would be too cursed, right?
It would certainly be something to force people to go to Outer Expanse with, but it would certainly be a very out of the way item. Because that's one you can't even.
There's only one way to it.
Well,
Fire
I mean, the outskirts gate is Karma 5. There are a couple tricks you can use to go backwards and get into that Spearmaster area, but I feel like that gate is still like locked if you try to go to it from the outskirts side. I've never tried, honestly, going from outskirts to Outer Expanse.
You can't because there's like that one water pipe that is pushing you out, right? So you can't backtrack through it.
Ooh, that is a good point. I didn't think about that.
Who are we harassing today, Drake?
I mean, options to do violence to scavengers, pop snails. What are some other fun things to menace that Survivor has? Because I don't think Survivor has a natural red lizard. It has to lineage.
Yeah.
Who else would be fun? Do they have a red centipede? I don't know. I don't. I'm looking at Pipe Yard. I'm not seeing a red centipede.
Survivor is baby.
Is hitting 5 pebbles with a rocket option? No, that's not implemented. I still think that would be a funny
very
objective.
good question. I mean, I don't know if Pebbles counts as a creature.
He does immediately besplode you, so it'd have to be like Rivulet's rarefaction cell.
Oh, yeah, true.
So that's why it would require unique coding, but I think it would be a fun objective to have in. Let's see. I kind of keep getting lost looking at the map. What is that current unlock? The VS unlock? Where is the Pipe Yard unlock? Okay, up top, that's not too bad. That's pretty reasonable. And then enter Subterranean. That's also pretty straightforward. Is that steal 2 spears from
a
scavengers?
Yeah. No, from a scavenger toll. Yeah.
Oh, that feels evil.
I'm never quite sure how to feel about these goals. The stealing from atoll. They're always very, very interesting to think about.
Let's see, we have a passage one on there. I usually like the Nomad one, but I think for Survivor, it's not as difficult as it is for other slug cats.
I
Let's
do
see,
have
that
to agree.
passage is that the Nomad? I guess it is the Nomad. Looks like a little squid.
Yes, it is the Nomad.
Killing grapple grubs. That's kind of funny. Kind of forced them to go into the underhang. Storing colored pearls in shaded. Always kind of nice. You've got the one danger pearl, and then when you go through industrial, you can always grab the pearl from there to bring it in. Eating noodle flies means players will have to go to farm arrays because Survivor doesn't have the noodle fly eggs all over outskirts. I don't know about the touch-colored pearls being on the same line as the store-colored pearls, just because that seems like a 2-for-1 progress in the same row.
Let's
Blue lizard unlock. Where shall
that
we
is on the
find
top
you?
of industrial complex.
Oh, that room that I never go to these days. Now that the place is pretty out of the way. See, a dark squid for out of pipe yard. Pretty reasonable. There are a lot of squid cicadas to get your pick in there. It's actually in the same room as the pipe yard unlock.
Where is the pole plant unlock?
The pole plant unlock? Ooh, favorite song, Captain. Let's go. Scavs raving in the walls. Where is the pole plant? Up there. I swear I was just looking at it the other day. Oh, I think it's... Is that in an outskirts? I think it's in outskirts, the place on the way towards drainage.
The pole plant?
Like there's the pole plant room, you go left, and there's also the hazer in there.
I am struggling to... What? Where? Let me actually go and see it myself. Where which region?
Outskirts.
Outskirts?
Where that hazer is on your way towards
drainage.
drainage.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, well, that is in such an easier spot than I thought it would be. Huh. Okay, maybe not the pole plant mimic. What would be a funny
Lily puck on. Lantern unlock. It's in submerged. It's in submerged.
Lantern? Lantern is in shaded. Unless you're specifying the sea lantern.
Yeah, the sea lantern. Okay. That one's in submerged superstructure. If I hide creatures...
I mean, the lantern unlock is always fun.
Aqua Centipede unlock is also down there. Ooh. Actually, yeah, the lantern would be pretty difficult. Actually, both of them would be hard,
Where's the caramel
even
lizard
with
unlock?
bubbleweed.
Caramel is in Outer Expanse. Never mind.
Caramel lizard is, if I remember correctly, it was kind of one of the most reasonable ones. No, it isn't. It's past the jump. The pearl, the colored pearl in Outer Expanse isn't too bad, insofar as you don't have to cross fully into Outer Expanse. You can touch it and then backtrack through Subterranean and aren't forced to take the outskirts pit. If you're thinking of like a long, far away thing to get people to go to distant places. What are you thinking about for that middle tile, since that one's definitely going to need to be changed?
That's definitely going to be the last one I typically do. But
Makes sense.
Do the Survivor get BLLs or DLLs in Garbage Wastes?
Garbage waste. BLLs. There's only a DLL with pre-cycle. Yep.
BLL is...
Is that transport a blue lizard through a gate?
Yep. You actually don't need to tame the lizard. It can be untamed, you can kill it, you can bring the corpse, really.
I feel like my first thought for trying to do that would be to tame it, the industrial one, bring it up as if you're going to Shaded, and then kill it there. Or I guess I could just follow you, because it comes through the gate, but...
You don't need to slaughter the poor thing.
I mean, it could get in your way.
I could be more evil and make it 2 gates, but...
Where's that transport the white squid cicada out of? Outskirts? Oh, right. There are white squid cicada. I always forget about them. The one white squid cicada that you have to try and get before it flies away or gets eaten by a something else. Certainly a pretty big variety we have on the board so far. Ooh, is that a hit or a kill, Brother Longlegs?
That is a kill, Brother Longlegs.
I see. Well, I guess Ice can get revenge for having to pass through them in their Gourmand match last time. Ooh, consume slime molds. You know, our characters may not be on Gourmand, but they are going to have to be feasting. We got some noodle flies. We got egg bug eggs. We've got floor mold. Delicious, delicious, delicious. What was that lily puck unlock? I meant to check where that was.
It's in Pipe Yard.
Right, Pipe Yard, down in the Pearl Vista room. Nice, nice. Certainly have a nice mix of objectives that our players are going to have to figure out a routing for.
There is a lack of vistas on this board. What would be a fun region for a vista?
A fun region? I would say one that we have... Do we have anything pushing them to Sky Islands. I don't see anything that would give cause for them to go to Sky Islands.
Chimney Canopy vistas are always fairly interesting.
Oh, yeah, Chimney's also got some pretty good places for it.
Kind of on the way to Sky Islands. I mean, the 6 color pearls can be kind of done in Sky Islands.
I mean, with 6, you can't just solo it in Sky Islands, so I think that's going to end up being more of a long-term one for our players. Though I could see someone doing Vulture Cheese for the points real quick, and then heading into Sky Islands. I don't know. I don't think anyone would do that. On the Enter Subterranean, because I know they have different colored outlines. Is that just generally Enter Subterranean, or is that the one where it's like... Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of a different one that I remember seeing on the more recent bingo versions. Now, if you kill a scavenger at a scaved hole and then pick up the spears on the ground, do those count as stealing from the scaved hole?
Yeah, it just... The scavs don't even need to be there. It just... You have to take them out of the scaved hole, really.
So what I'm hearing is you rush a scaved hole, pick up the spears, and kill all the scavs with it, thereby getting more spears to pick up and kill more scavs until you have all 8.
Yes.
Thinking about changing the white squid out of outskirts?
Yeah, the white squid is always a really RNG fiesta where they can just kind of leave immediately. That's not good. Not good.
Could always be pinning creatures in different regions. Although I think those ones should be 3, as useful as the pin in one region, drag it to through a gate, pin in another region. I don't know. Feels a little too techy.
What's a good one that exists in a lot of regions? Pink lizards are kind of everywhere.
Pink lizard's in a lot of places. I think that's an interesting one.
Are pink lizards in garbage waste now that I'm thinking about it?
Garbage waste. There is one. Like at the very top side. Like where the red lizard spawns for Artificer campaign. Ah, the dreaded middle square. The linchpin.
What will it be?
Sometimes it's been the bane or boon for teams. Sometimes it's too much effort and you focus all your energy and you end up losing out to the rest of the board. And sometimes it is the key tile to flip to bring you back into the game.
I wonder what would be a funny one.
I mean, I'm always ones that are very out of the way. So any of the Outer Expanse, Submerged, Neuron to Pebbles, Things to Moon. I mean, that could even just be the caramel unlock.
I feel like it'll go without them going there, but...
Ooh, actually, Monk is kind of interesting. In that the egg bug eggs and the noodle flies are both meat. So you can't do progress on those. Players would have to make sure to split up their foods.
Enter Outer Expanse. With Enter Sub, maybe not.
Definitely would have to change either of them. Are there eel lizards?
Okay. The voices in my head are telling me
I think
that
it's shoreline.
the friend passage is kind of like one that we never really see because it's just a big commitment. So maybe we'll just have the friend passage in the middle.
I guess since you can't karma cache, it's not super quick. I'm seeing a bit of a danger for the top right to bottom left. So you could tame the blue. You could get the blue lizard unlock an industrial, tame the blue lizard industrial, get 1 progress on friend, go to chimney, rest right there in chimney, 2nd progress with friend, go outside, eat popcorn plant, rest for a 3rd time in chimney. And that's 3 squares in a very close region.
Well, I mean, you gotta sleep with the lizard every time. You make it's a lot harder. Because the lizard can just kind of either A, get lost, or B, killed.
The industrial blue lizard, where you're right next to the chimney gate?
Yeah, but you gotta run cycles with him, right? Like, I think it's at minimum, like, at least 3, and that's a lot.
Yes, it's 3 cycles. That's what I'm saying. You rest in industrial for your first friend pit.
Hey, look.
Go up, enter chimney.
If they're able to finagle that, they deserve that.
Okay.
It is kind of what I'm thinking.
Shaded vista. Ooh. I don't think I've seen where those shaded can be. Ah, so in the top path towards memory crypt. Oh, kind of weird how shaded and 2 of the vista points are like right next to each other, but okay. Ah, shoreline threat. Dream World music, always bangers. All right, how are you feeling on the board?
I believe this should be the final board. I am now saving the board just in case we need to veto.
All right, well, if this is the final board, let me know and we can go through the objectives row by row.
We will do that in just a moment. I am just saving the bingo board and for it to not be lost to time.
You see our teams furiously theorizing rows and strategies, especially on the Gaslighter side.
Okay. You want to start? Pop row?
All right, starting with the first row, we have find and visit the chimney canopy vista, store 6 flashbangs in the same shelter, store 4 grenades in the same shelter. I know how to speak. Take a black squid cicada out of pipe yard and exchange an item between 2 different scavenger merchants.
Next we have enter subterranean. Open 7 popcorn plants. Steal 8 spears from the scavenger tool. Get the blue lizard unlock. And get the farmer's echo.
We also have kill a brother Longlegs. Kill
hit
4 noodle flies?
No,
I mean,
hit large noodle flies.
Oh, hit them.
Yeah.
Oh, large noodle flies. I see. For some reason, I parsed that as eating 4 noodle flies. That's a little bit more easier than I was thinking. Get the friend passage. eat 12 egg bug eggs, and pin a pink lizard in 3 different regions.
And next we have the Outskirts Safari unlock. Earn 130 points from creature kills overall. Collect 6 color pearls. You don't need to store them anywhere, you just need to collect them. The Nomad Passage, where you can only sleep in a region once, you can't sleep in the same region twice. And get the Lilliput unlock.
And the last row, take a blue lizard across 1 gate, find the Shaded Vista and Vista it, consume 8 floor mold, visit the Echo in, I always blank.
Exterior.
That's
Yeah.
exterior? Yeah, the exterior gate. And kill 3 grapple grubs.
Yeah.
Also, the Nomad, it's not exactly rest. I mean, you can't rest the same time and twice in the same region, but you can get it in 1 shot if you cross about 4 regions or so.
Yeah. I mean, especially with the lower amount of threats that you have inherently by just being Survivor, makes Nomad a little easier. You just have to remember to not sleep twice in a single
Yeah.
region.
It certainly is a thing they'll need to keep in mind if they're trying to quickly farm some of these objectives where you might want to lock in progress. So you take a save, and if you're sticking around in the same region, you need to make sure you go to the next one to save. Unless you're going to forfeit that passage.
Yeah. Now we will be starting very shortly, and the dynamic of the board will shift dramatically as soon as we see where they start. A lot of the objectives are going to dictate depending on where they start. We kind of build a board in mind with like a more general spawn, but if they spawn on the side of Farmrise, it's going to be a mad dash to Subterranean and the Farmrise Echo and whatnot. And we will.
Yeah, I believe.
now.
Ooh, all right. Where are we going to be spawning? Where are we spawning? I believe only something like 5 pebbles, or down there would be. Oh, is this? I'm pretty sure this is is this Metropolis, or is it Chimney? That bottom
I think
right.
it's Chimney. Oh no, this is Pipe Yard. Huh.
That's Pipe Yard. All right.
I like this shelter.
Interesting.
It's like far right of Pipe Yard, very far right. I like this spawn.
This makes it very interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is a great spawn. The only goal that is like immediate rush, or rather, there's actually 2 goals that are an immediate rush, which is the Lilliput unlock that is located in Pipe Yard, and getting a Squid Kata out of Pipe Yard. Those 2 are the most hotly contested goals for this board at the moment.
Somehow Iced touched some kelp, but I guess it didn't grab him, and he was able to slip on through.
It's having
Gaslighters, I think, going quite far ahead. Blue Jai and Ice kind of in the same region. Blue Jai taking care of the centipedes with a helpful spear they found. Vanilla seems to be a little bit lost.
This is very close to Sky Island, actually.
Yeah,
you could make the play to leave immediately to Sky Islands, though I don't know if that's necessarily the correct play. I know that there's a blue lizard that is close to the Sky Islands gate, so if you somehow tame it and you can bring it to the Sky Islands gate, you immediately get that blue lizard goal.
True. Ice playing with fire down here by this kelp. Yep. Trying to dance their way up.
We see Vanilla on Vanilla screen. There's the funny blue lizard.
Look at him go.
Look at him go. But unfortunately, that was a death.
Unfortunately, Vanilla went. I believe consumed by a kelp because I didn't see them on screen.
There is a egg bug on Blue Jai's screen. He could get some progress. He missed the spear. That is quite unfortunate, but you can get started. Ice is tussling with the kelp.
And
I'm not sure
they're
what
still alive?
Doing. Yeah, Oh, they've been grabbed.
What is Ice doing?
Yep.
Oh, they finally got schlorped.
They got shot.
Blue Jay, unfortunately, doesn't have a spear, so they're dragging this egg bug around. They can't maul it like
no, they got it.
could the cart.
They
nice.
dragged it over to the spear.
However, they have eaten.
Yeah,
So
but
what they would need to do is take the eggs
into the shelter.
into the shelter
Yeah.
and rest. But I don't know. I don't know if that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I think that's immediately what they should be going for. But I'm surprised, like, if you're taking the time to kill that egg bug, then for sure you would get some progress on it. Bank the progress.
Absolutely. It seems a little bit odd to just kill it and leave like that. But I guess they really want to get that unlock.
I suppose there are more pressing goals, but to be fair, killing egg bugs is actually surprisingly hard, especially if you're actively hunting for them. They are not only skittish, but they can really just run away from you really fast. So
Yeah, there's only a couple areas that they spawn in, so just getting the progress when you can seems prudent.
Ice is tussling with this kelp again.
Ice, I think, got thrown out of bounds. Nope, there they are. They were in a really awkward spot of grabbed and going into the pipe. Oh, yep.
This is quite unfortunate. I'm not sure why they're all... Yeah, Vanilla also... This kelp seems to be their final boss. It is quite interesting. There are definitely other routes that one can take that avoid this kelp.
Yeah, the Gaslighters having an easy time of this, leaving Pipe Yard. Both of them have pretty much made it over to the left-hand side. We'll have to see if the Ice Cream decide to go for that Sky Islands flex. You do end up at a pretty low part of Sky Islands, but I mean, it's faster to get to Chimney Canopy that way than trying to go through, perhaps.
That is true. I see Hollow is going in a very curious direction. I think they might be thinking of entering Subterranean. Because Pipeyard, that is very interesting. Pipeyard does connect to Subterranean. So that's enter Subterranean Square. Could be... Oh, looks like...
There is a colored pearl down there, too.
Has an egg bug.
I think they embedded their spear into a wall, though, so I think they're looking for a backup to pop this egg bug with. Blue Jay going into the scavenger stash.
Oh, no.
Looks like they are mugging some items.
There are... The stash does exist for the bombs. The store bombs.
Yes. They put an item in their stomach.
Hall is taking this egg bug around. It's interesting that there's actually a lot of things that one can do right now, from the stash to enter sub to getting out of Pipe Yard and bringing the Squid Kid with you, the Lulupuck unlock. There's actually a lot of things. There are a lot of options here.
Ooh. Iced, blocked by some adult centipedes. This is a very scary area with how many that can spawn.
Oh,
he's just sneaking past one! Holy snap.
This is a very awkward spot, though. You definitely need to do some movement tech to get out from this sort of side of the room.
Blue Jay has basically made it all the way to the shelter heading towards Industrial. But I think they're thinking about that Dark Squid Cicada. I don't believe they can already exit, though. I feel like...
I don't... what's the camera requirement?
The Pipe Yard to Industrial, I'm pretty sure it was at least 3? No, it's 2. Okay, so they can go straight through as long as they get the
Vulture.
Cicada.
Okay. Got it.
Ooh.
Hollow has fed the centipede.
Hollow used the centipede to kill those.
That is very creative. I like that.
Now they just need the eggs.
Yeah.
And hopefully an empty stomach.
Looks like Vanilla is on Skyland's side. Maybe Vanilla is trying to kill the centipede to feed this lizard, perhaps? No.
Oh, that would have been
that would have been
tech,
really,
I think the
really good.
Centipede ran away, unfortunately.
I wonder...
Oh! I mean, you could save the blue lizard from this vulture. That could also tame it.
It could. But you must save yourself from the vulture as well.
Yeah.
Looks like Hollow...
having a lot of trouble.
Hollow seems to have finished munching on the egg bug. I did set that square to be basically kill. Oh no! Looks like, unfortunately, he was unarmed against a vulture.
Hollow imitating the egg bug, dropping some eggs as they are lifted away and dying.
My egg, the egg bug impression. That's actually so funny.
Blue Jai going to be on the board first, it looks like, with this take the Dark Squid Cicada out. I feel like the ice creams are not going to be happy knowing that the other team is already out of the dreaded pipe yard.
Yeah, it looks like Ice was trying to fight a. They were trying to bring a spear over to get out of the room, but then a centipede got in their way, and then as they were fighting, the centipede took their den and therefore the spear away with them. I'm very surprised that this spawn is actually proving to be a little bit more troublesome than one might expect for all of the players involved, except for maybe Blue Jai, who is actually making some noteworthy progress out of here.
Yeah, the ice creams tried to take that kelp path to their detriment when it didn't pan out. It ended up being a big reason they were set behind. Ice having to do some tech to get up this tall wall.
Seems to be a little bit of sunk cost fallacy. And
There he goes.
Oh, looks like
Slipping off.
He's able to do it, unless this poor.
Oh no, unless the centipede's big enough.
Is it? Looks like it isn't. Okay, that's good.
Oh, saved by it not being large.
Blue Jai being extra greedy, going for the Blue Lizard unlock without going for a shelter first, but it is Survivor.
I mean, oh, that is true. Good point. Good point. Oh, that's gonna be a brutal one because that's 2 in a row. And with them going for the egg bugs, we could see the ice creams being threatened by a bingo on the D column.
For sure. Though both Nomad and the Exterior Echo are big commitment. So it'll allow for the ice cream to catch up if they intend to go for that immediate line.
I don't know if it'd be that big of a commitment considering they're kind of on the way. Pipe yard, industrial chimney, exterior, and then you just go into 5 pebbles after visiting the Echo. That should be Nomad for whoever heads there. And if Hollow focuses on the egg bugs, they could be teeing up for a fast bingo with the ice creams stuck inside pipe yard in centipede heck.
For sure, for sure. Oh, Blue Jai is testing their luck. I don't see why they would ever try and go and kill this blue lizard. I say that the most important thing that Blue Jai should be looking for is just sleeping to lock in these very important goals. And getting
absolutely
their food on the board. Looks like
Ice has... It's a balancing...
Yeah. It's a balancing act for sure. If you get too greedy, you would get set back quite far, is the thing. Looks like Hollow has saved. I think Hollow has also gotten some progress on the egg bug. Ice has also gotten progress, and they're holding some more bug eggs. Blue Lizard Party on Blue Jai's screen.
Looks like Blue Jai is just going for that shelter down there rather than trying to cross the pit room and perhaps deal with camo lizards.
It is worth noting that in both pipe yard and like industrial, looks like Hollow has gotten the second egg bug. Perhaps they're getting a lot of progress on it. They might this bingo that you've mentioned on the D column might be actually forming. But it is worth noting that taming the blue lizard and bringing it through a gate is kind of a lot easier than one might expect because of the abundance of small centipedes that you can use to tame.
Absolutely. And it could be why Blue Jai went to that lower shelter. They might be thinking of grabbing taming with that hazer, which is definitely something I've done before. It's not hard to do some refeeding and get that done. Oh, no, they're leaving the hazer behind.
They might be thinking of Nomad and Exterior and just going straight for that. I saw Hollow go pretty deep into like subterranean side of Pipeyard. I thought they were going to for the subterranean square, but it looks like that they might have checked the map to see where Eggbugs spawn and they found them. I do believe
Yeah, it looks
that.
like.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say Gaslighters. You see Hollow mousing over that D column. I think they're eyeballing it.
100%. Hollow will be getting the Eggbug square here. They got enough. They got enough Eggbugs. This is actually really good because killing 2 Eggbugs and eating all of that, because it's actually quite awkward as we see that the amount that Survivor can eat and the amount that you want to eat kind of don't gel well together. So the stars kind of aligned for Hollow to get this goal this fast. So this is a very threatening bingo line, as you mentioned before. It looks like Blue Jay is going to be making progress on it.
Yeah, I think if I was Iced and Vanilla, kind of abandon all your current objectives and beeline to either achieving Nomad or getting that exterior echo. Either one is going to be very important. Actually, getting the Nomad would be a twofer for them because it sets them up to continue that fourth row as a potential bingo of their own. But again, you can kind of get progress for both by heading towards that echo.
I'm thinking whether or not it would be fast to go Pipeyard, Sky Islands, Chimney, Exterior, or if you still take the industrial path, Industrial, Chimney.
I think you have different sets of risks. As we've seen with the ice creams, the Centipede Hell has been their biggest problem, and going through Sky Islands, you kind of have much more open areas and can use that instead.
Because as it turns out, the Pipeyard entrance is actually quite close to Chimney, because as soon as you enter the main areas of Sky Islands, you're more on the far right side, and you're close to the Chimney gates, it turns out. Oh, looks like Ice... Wait, is Ice heading there? No. No, he's
Ice, I believe, is looking for the scavenger stash. That's the room where you can go over there.
I wonder... It looks like they might not be familiar with Pipeyard. They seem to be a little lost on where they actually want to go. In the meantime, I don't know what happened to Blue Jay, if he dropped down or otherwise died, but they seem to be back on this shelter again.
Oh, yep, I didn't see what happened there.
Looks like
hopefully gonna give ice creams some or vanilla ice
really far down. Looks like that they might be thinking of going to sub. I don't know if this is actually a mistake. What do you think?
I mean, again, I'm thinking with the idea that they want to get Nomad as fast as possible. If you go to Subterranean from Pipeyard, that kind of puts you close. You could go from there into Drainage or there into Shoreline. Drainage is probably closer. The thing is that there are a lot of the mole lizards, as well as when coming from the Pipeyard side, you've got some spiders to deal with. So it's not fast, but it is, getting out of Pipeyard. And it is getting you a tile.
For sure. Though it looks like they use that path only to head again into Industrial. I had to wonder if Blue Jay will solely be focusing on Nomad and the Exterior Echo, and I'm wondering what Hollow will be going for personally.
We'll find out shortly, as it looks like Hollow is on their way to exiting to Industrial, while Iced has finally made it out of the piped yards. Vanilla, making use of the pipe yard stash, is wondering if they're going to be splitting up objectives by maybe Vanilla is going to store some bombs in a shelter and go for that objective.
It looked like they might be thinking of that, but they clearly were throwing items around. It doesn't seem like there were any grenades inside of the stash, so they might be reconsidering that option.
Blue making it to the right side of industrial, close to the chimney pipe. You'll have to see if they try and if they take the time to tame the blue lizard, or if they are ignoring it in favor of this bingo they're threatening.
I feel like this blue lizard square will eventually be ignored throughout the match. It's really not that bad. Blue lizards were chosen because they're kind of the lizard that can follow you around the best anywhere. They're not really shackled by anything, so ideally it wouldn't be too bad. Especially like in industrial, there's a few blue lizards that are close to the outskirts gate.
True. There's a lot of blue lizards in the infamous industrial, the bane of everyone who plays. Speaking of blue lizards on ice screen, they seem to all want to say hi to them.
They're killing the poor blue lizard. I don't.
Okay. Wants the points, I guess. The blue lizards will remember this iced.
They'll be coming for you.
Blue Jai entering chimney canopy. They have a significant first mover's advantage.
The blue lizards. I feel like it's biased. We're just spawning them a lot easier now.
Iced going to garbage waste.
That is very, very interesting. Really? Where? Huh? For nomads? But then I feel like garbage waste is not easy to necessarily get out of. Oh, looks like. Oh, that was a little scary.
Iced in a truck.
But they were able to get.
They had a backup cherry bomb.
They got
unlucky that they're
taking this kill. I'm really surprised that they're caring so much about points when this bingo line is a lot more threatening than one might expect, right?
Yeah, bingo does trump. Vanilla definitely looks like they are going towards subterranean. Other than getting that objective, it'll be interesting to see where they flex from there. Survivor doesn't have a lot of options.
I'm wondering if the ice cream is thinking of not trying to contest the bingo line, and they say Ice is like, okay, getting to the exterior echo is such a big commitment. Even if they do get this bingo line, they're gonna take forever. Let's fire back with our own bingo line, and that's why Vanilla is going to sub, and maybe that's why Ice is going to garbage waste to kill the BLL, perhaps, and going for the A column.
Maybe, but they would still have to go to chimney canopy
and the outskirts safari. Yeah.
I feel like that column is much more spread out compared to the threat, considering, you know, they started in pipe yard and they were able to get all of those squares so early. Really, the start just makes or breaks the board, and we already see Gaslighters took advantage of it out the gate, putting the vanilla iced on the back foot. Vanilla!
The stowaway!
They're getting swarmed by a stowaway!
You know, that's the second. I think that's the second time in the bingo tournament that they've died to a stowaway, and like, holy crap, that is impressive because stowaways are never active. Really?
Hold on, where is that stowaway? Okay, that is the stowaway on the way to Shoreline. I see.
That is crazy. Vanilla has not been having good luck with stowaways. I feel like I don't blame them. I don't think about stowaways at all. If I know that a stowaway is nearby, I just assume that they're going to be in their dormant state, which is the likelier option. So Palps are eating.
Shoreline's not too bad.
I wonder what they would be doing in Shoreline. Oh no!
Oh!
Again? That is wild.
You can't. The stowaways are much more dangerous than kelps. You can't just do a runner on them. When they stun you, you are stunned.
Wow.
Oh, Ice is being cheeky breaky with their. Okay, so they saved in garbage wastes to get Nomad credit. Now they're gonna
Right.
go into
Chimney.
Chimney Canopy and rest, and then
Or
all they have to
maybe-
do is get to Sky Islands or Exterior,
Or maybe
or even
Shaded.
Outskirts, and then Farm Arrays.
Or maybe Shaded.
Shaded.
Citadel.
Yeah,
Shaded actually
Ice-
does have a lot of goals inside it. From flashbangs.
I think Ice being tricky with that is going to give a lot of momentum in pulling that Nomad out from beneath Red's feet. They just need to not get in a series of bad luck.
This is
The caramel.
this is gonna be tough. The caramel is gonna
the spit,
disrupt
the spit.
their yeah. There's so many lizards.
Oh, the pink lizard. Oh,
Whoa! Oh my god! The plot armor.
Oh.
No, this jump is really tough.
Oh.
You gotta be really
Oh,
careful
no.
with it. Oh, looks like no. This
No.
This is a very much of a fiesta. Okay, now look, Blue Jay has got by this blue
they
lizard as well.
got Hollow in drainage.
Yeah, I looked away. What? Why in drainage?
Yeah.
Are they just? The Nomad is completely overtaking my thoughts. Really, it's like, why?
Oh, we're gonna go drainage and subterranean.
Sure. Yeah, you're right. No,
Backyard,
that's actually really
real
smart.
outskirts.
You're right.
I believe they were in pipe yard to industrial.
Happier industrial outskirts, drainage. Oh yeah, no, that would be
Subterranean.
enough, right? And
That
they
would
would.
also be good. Oh
it-
my gosh.
That's good routing. That's actually I didn't think about that.
All these players having different ideas for Nomad, really showing off like just how varied this map can be.
Especially, it's incentivized because of entering sub being a square, obviously. But
Absolutely. And Vanilla would have gotten that a long while ago, if not for the stowaway violence. Ice, dodging the caramel again?
I'm not sure if Vanilla will have enough karma. They might need to blow a passage to get enough karma to enter sub. But I think Vanilla is closer to sub than Hollow question mark?
It is 3 karma to get to it from Pipe Yard.
There is a shelter
As
right
well as for
there.
Hollow. Let's see. I think it was only
Karma
4
1 though. Vanilla is at Karma 1. That's not good. They need to rest and maybe do a passage right now. They don't know what
That's gonna be brutal.
they must be aware that the other team is currently gaining progress on the passage, on the passage. They need to get this goal immediately.
Hollow is, oh geez. I think Vanilla Ice doesn't know it, but they need to cross their sluggy fingers and hope that Hollow drowns in this part.
Yeah, they're using the
Blue
passage.
Jay
I really
taking
like
another
that.
death.
Yeah, Blue Jay. If Hollow, yeah, Blue Jay is completely uncontested for this exterior echo. If Hollow locks this in, this
Ooh.
game is over.
Hollow taking it very easy, not even trying to one dive it, going up for air, before going to the next leg.
Vanilla.
This is one of the most dangerous parts
But
for
wait.
drowning, and they managed to get through it.
No, Hollow will. No, Ice needs to get Nomad. I don't know why I'm thinking about Vanilla getting to sub first doesn't matter because they're not getting Nomad. They're getting enter sub first, which is not the important square here.
Yeah.
Ice needs to get.
What is Ice doing?
Ice is going for the pin, I think, on the pink lizards.
Oh, he is.
They don't know. Ice needs to get this Nomad immediately.
The question is, they're going to outskirts. They're probably going to outskirts drainage, which they can get it in drainage, but Hollow is so close to subterranean that I don't think
You're right.
Ice can get to the drainage shelter fast enough.
It's actually, it takes a long time for Hollow to get there still. I believe. No, Karma 3.
No,
Karma
they're only
3
like
on
3.
Ice. He has sleep once to enter drainage. Hollow has this. There's no way
that's
that Ice
true.
has. This will be.
Hollow,
Yeah.
I think Hollow might be unfamiliar. They're taking the pipe down.
It works. It just.
Oh,
because-
okay. I
yeah.
thought the pipe led to the bottom of the kelp.
Mm,
I guess
yeah.
they're taking 0 possible risks.
I.
Because
Yeah.
they're. Oh, this is.
Blue Jay is probably pretty
This is-
uncontested here, so I think this will be a very, very short game. It looks like.
And this is unfortunate because now, they're gonna see that nomad pop, and they're gonna be completely out of position. I think, Ice is gonna need to passage back to industrial. Did he save an industrial?
If Blue Jay,
I think he went all the way to garbage waste.
he saved. That's a good question. Did he save an industrial? Not sure.
Either way, he'll need to. Did
I
Ice perish?
No,
Oh, he
he needed to rest to get.
That's
Karma
right, up in
4.
outskirts. Yeah.
But this, so there is
Oh,
a
and he
reality.
just started.
There's a reality where Ice can still get there first in Blue Jay if Blue Jay takes a lot of deaths to the exterior. Ice needs to like passage and go there immediately. They have to. There's no debating. I don't know why they need to look for the nearest lizard to kill them, or otherwise. I mean, I guess they're just going to industrial.
Yeah, they just. I mean, if he has 4 karma, that's enough. Yeah, he's going on a beeline. He's the only one who can defend this bingo. Vanilla just needs to work on other objectives and trust that Ice will get this block. You gotta feel bad for Vanilla. They spent a lot of effort getting down there and sub to get that square, and Hollow just yanks it out from underneath them. Not sure where Hollow is going from here, though. Seems they went down, but they're going further into Subterranean?
It is worth noting that Blue Jay is at Karma 3, so they need to go and sleep in the shelter next to Sky Island's gate to be able to enter the wall. So
True.
getting without a vulture mask, climbing the wall does take some finessing. It is still tough. Rain roll does happen. There is a world where Ice can actually get the exterior echo first, and I wouldn't be necessarily surprised.
Absolutely.
It is going to be a tough climb, though.
It's going to be a test of their luck. I mean, Gaslighters had the good luck at the start. We might see the Vanilla Ice getting their luck in this middle game. Blue Jay contesting with all those camos and vultures, oh my, but they get past. Some patience.
If Blue Jay takes it
Gotta feel
slow
bad.
and very careful, but even when taking it slow and very carefully, that sometimes is also not enough. Oh, that was a very risky slide drop. Vanilla looks like.
Yeah, gotta feel bad for Vanilla. They're in a bit of a rough spot down here in Subterranean. They're sticking with it though, staying down there. Doesn't look like they passaged out. Hollow going for farm arrays? I don't. Or shoreline. I mean, they could get to shoreline. I'm kind of.
I guess.
I kind of feel like it would have been better to leave right back through drainage, or just go straight to
passage
shoreline. Yeah,
and-
or passage. Yeah.
Very interesting that they would commit to this. I don't see where else. I mean, you can get flashbangs in Subterranean.
True.
It's kind of weird because there are mirror spurts and therefore flashbangs. Enough flashbangs to do it, but I would prefer it to do it in shaded. Really?
Wait, is Ice going to shaded?
There. What? Really?
Oh no. Oh no. They might be tunnel visioning and not thinking they're actually going for the bingo.
I mean,
Oh, wait.
I see
Now,
both perspectives, but they have to go to Chimney. I feel like because the exterior echo has so many fail states where you can get on a death loop, it is worth trying to go there.
yeah, and it's like your only way to block that bingo. So like you're going to have to do it eventually anyway. I don't know. It would be risky to rely, but I guess they are going up. Kind of a circuitous route to get up there towards Chimney. Maybe they were looking for something. Iced also maintaining solid progress on these popcorn plants, which, if they can get the block, will pay off for them. They're locking in their progress by resting in industrial.
This will simply come down to whether or not Blue Jay is able to successfully run this. They should sleep here by all means. Popping the echo, they don't even, they just, it's a straight shot. Popping the echo immediately locks the echo goal, so they don't even need to sleep anymore. It's a straight shot.
Yep, and now that they've locked in being inside the wall, they don't have to care about karma. They can die 50 times, and as long as they get to the echo first, they've got it's game set match. Hollow, it does look like they're heading towards shoreline / the flashbangs.
I do think that perhaps the downfall of Iced, because they could have gotten aside from the obvious rough start, getting the Nomad was easily the top priority, and I feel like they were kind of distracted by a lot of other goals that we now acknowledge that they got. They were getting points, and then they were popping the popcorn plants, and they were doing they were painting the pink lizard. They were caught up in so many small other goals that the Nomad was swept right from his feet, right?
Yeah, it's always a balance in these bingo matches for how much effort you want to focus on one specific goal. Because again, if Iced and their team manage to block this bingo and clutch it out, yeah, all those little minor progresses towards other goals will give them a tempo advantage if they can finish locking them in. But that's the thing, like, until it is locked in, your progress might as well be 0.
Yeah.
And with this big threat of the bingo hovering over them, I almost feel like you need to use every single possible second to get that blocked.
It is.
Get another pin.
Another pin, yeah. It's definitely, I think that going for a bunch of things at once when either you're ahead or it's like more or less even, I think is good. But if you know that you need to get a goal that you know that the other team is racing you for, you need to just tunnel vision on that, because if we was able to get that Nomad, this game would be playing a lot differently.
Absolutely.
Because like you mentioned, if they got Nomad, they would set up their own line of bingo with the Outskirts Safari, the 4th row. But
it would have been a really cool turnabout if they had managed to snag that. Blue Jay almost falling to their death, but making sure to hold up, taking this wall very easy. Iced
very
getting blocked by this pink lizard.
It is worth noting that while the spawns for egg bugs you are obviously reliable where they spawn, they're, like I mentioned, they are quite skittish, so they kind of run around really fast. Hollow getting those egg bugs was, in a way, good decision making, and in some parts a stroke of luck as well. So
yes, I mean, sometimes you get the luck, and you gotta recognize when to pivot and capitalize on it, and Hollow absolutely did that. We saw many of the players try and manage egg bugs, but there was either they perished, they already had a full stomach and abandoned the eggs that were everywhere. Hollow just fully committed to them.
Lizard was able to
And it might
finagle
pay
that
off for
white
him.
lizard.
Doing a bit of back and forth pipe juking.
Blue lizard in their way.
Oh,
That is an unfortunate death unless they get
they
released.
missed the throw.
Yeah. This is when see Ice is already catching up. Blue Jay is going to be set all the way back down at the start of the wall. This could be the echo doesn't need to be primed either.
Exactly. They just need to visit. Honestly, if I'm Blue Jay, I would cancel out.
Yeah.
They don't waste the time. Just reset and re-go. You don't need to worry about karma. Deaths don't matter to you. Just go, go, go.
This is a real
Ice is about to get his own save at the bottom of the wall. A little bit behind Blue Jay, but
it's very real. It's a very real possibility that I can do this.
What? Ice? Oh no! What is this?
No, but this could be
What
good.
is
This is a
this?
blessing in disguise. They kill the vulture, get the mask,
Oh,
go up
that
the
is a
wall.
good point.
Go up the wall.
Oh, friend Vulture gifting a mask
If
to their team.
oh no, there's another one.
No, run! You don't need two.
If Blue Jay
That's
If Blue Jay is held up by lizards or otherwise dies a few more times, Ice with this vulture mask will 100% have an easier time. This can be a great comeback story. Let's hope that this is the case.
oh, this would be fantastic. And honestly, the fact that Ice with the mask can just go straight up, the echo warping down to the bottom of the wall would kind of be perfect because there's nothing else here for you.
Do you think he
on the
takes
wall.
the risk and goes straight and doesn't save? It doesn't take that long to save. He surely doesn't risk it.
I feel like you gotta lock in, especially with the stroke. Like, I've never seen a vulture ahead of you in that corridor. No, that won't happen a second time.
Yeah.
I would absolutely save.
Because while Ice is a little further behind than Blue Jay, Blue Jay doesn't have a mask, and that is like there are so many white lizards. Even past all these white lizards, once you get close to the echo, there are two more that can really pose a threat. And if you are you have to fight them all. If you have the vulture mask, you can just ignore them.
Absolutely. And this is gonna completely change the game. It's gonna be very interesting. Like it's kind of interesting. Vanilla and Hollow both playing in Subterranean.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
yeah.
if Hollow stored the 3 flashbangs and
Been so
are trying to go for more.
Yeah, I've been honing
It's-
in on Ice and Blue Jay. I haven't been paying much attention. I see
Yeah,
that. See, I think Hollow was making progress on it. I'm not sure how much they have though, or if they were successful in any way.
yeah, I mean, it's just hard to see in Subterranean. That's just how them's breaks be throwing.
Lizard Party on
You
Blue
could
Jay
also see
screen.
Vanilla. You could also see Vanilla and Hollow try and go for like the Scab Merchant down in Subterranean.
Oh yeah, true.
just to get an item to put in the stomach for that.
It is only one between merchants. There has no worry of you actually having to hold the silly
Blue
item.
Jay not wanting to
Oh?
mess with this tussle of
Oh,
white
they got through the
lizards,
harder.
makes it past.
They got through the harder bits. This might be it.
Oh, this is gonna be a nail biter. I think there's only been 2 lizards.
Oh, a lizard. They can avoid this pretty easily.
Okay, so that's the blue lizard.
There are, I believe, at least 3 white lizards in their way. Unless they get caught
Well,
by
there was
these.
two. There was 2 fighting down there. Uh-oh, they agitated the pole plant. Okay, thankfully they didn't accidentally grab it. Oh man, this is coming down to the wire.
Oh, lizard.
Oh, there's one of the camel lizards, and it's seen him.
He has no...
Oh, and he doesn't have a spear. He
Yeah,
hit
he
him with a
doesn't.
rock.
He's in a good position to
Oh.
juke it. Though, the white lizards are quite stubborn. Oh, no, they're chasing. Oh, he's in a horrible spot. You just go around, right? Just go around. Ignore that guy. Just go around.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to pipe juke there. But
Ice
now
is catching up.
Ice is making up time. Oh, Ice, unluckily, that White Lizard's running ahead.
Yeah.
It's going to run out of its fear timer as he gets up here, so it might get in his way.
Blue Jay might...
These players are almost on the
Oh.
same screen now.
Yeah.
But it looks like Blue Jay got past their last Camo Lizard.
No, there's two more,
I don't know if there's
think.
one more.
The one's at the very top. There's one in the
Well,
pipe.
they run down.
No, there isn't. That's Blue Jay. Never mind. Whoops.
There's one in the pipe. Oh, it's just a slick cat.
He's in the final stretch.
Yeah. Yeah, there was two fighting. The one he pipe juked, and I don't know where the fourth one was. It could have been in another screen. Oh no! Unless for some white. Whoa! Ice
Blue
having
lizard,
a
yeah.
sailing blue lizard.
No white lizards here.
Oh.
Okay. Looks like that
This
is a done
oh. Yeah, we have to see if Ice can catch up with just smooth movement.
deal. No, it's way too far ahead. Unless Blue Jay somehow
I mean,
messes this up.
Like, we're at the point where a single messed up fast pole climb could see you set back a full screen, and that puts the other player
True.
in contention.
Very close. Very close.
Oh, this is coming down to the seconds. Oh, jeez. Meanwhile, Hollow has made it back to outskirts. I don't even know if they passaged or ran their way.
That is
Blue
it.
Jay's in the room. Oh, no. Triggering the echo.
Very,
Waving
very,
goodbye.
very, very close match.
Oh, and just as Ice gets into the echo room, ding dong, bingo, bongo, game over.
If
Oh.
Ice had beaten Blue Jay in this race, they would have been in a prime position to do so many other squares that they've been gaining progress on.
It's actually so frustrating because that came down to so few seconds. If Ice hadn't saved and just full sent and took the risk and hadn't had any mistakes, they would have been the one being there first because it was that few seconds apart.
That was an incredibly close. The
blood and
board
ashes.
doesn't show how close of a match this really was. Though, I will say,
Yeah.
the unfortunate deaths at the beginning really set Vanilla and Ice back quite a bit.
Yeah, that rough start and Gaslighters being able to get out of Pipe Yard first, just not having as many deaths to that kelp down there, they were able to eke out a lead and they capitalized in that column and locked it in for the game. Oh, well, GG to both teams, but it looks like the Gaslighters will be advancing into the grand finals.
They'll be going up against me again for our rematch.
Ooh.
That will be... I don't want to raise hopes too much. That'll probably be on this next weekend, most likely.
I'm really sad we didn't get to see an extended round because I feel like
There were a
it
lot
would
of
have shaped up to be
interesting
quite
events.
interesting,
Yeah, it would have been for sure.
but it is how it is sometimes with Lockout Bingo.
I think the pipe yard spawn, that specific pipe yard spawn, was really interesting with a lot of possible routes between Sky Islands, immediate industrial, going to sub, and all the possible objectives that one could have done. I think there was a lot of variety in there. If there wasn't so many unfortunate deaths to that kelp, I think for sure this match could have played out a lot differently. But I think that is more or less it for us.
Yeah.
Would you like to say some final words, Drake?
It has been a fantastic time. I don't know if this will be my last or if I will manage to be able to make it for the grand finals, but either way, it has been an absolute blast participating and yapping for this tournament. So thank you for having me, Sigma.
For sure, for sure. Alrighty. We will most likely be catching you guys on the grand finals on this coming weekend. We don't know, we don't have a time yet, but stay tuned. Alrighty, goodbye.